Am I even streaming? I am. Good. I'm not used to this whole iPad shit again. Shit's retarded. So now I gotta do that, and now I gotta go here, and now I gotta go here.
To these final moments, and this is where you do really figure out where the best teams are, of course. And sometimes teams will step it up. They will think to themselves, okay, we made mistakes here, we made mistakes there. Have they reviewed it? It wouldn't be in there if they didn't feel confident. So
alright, let's go.
I don't think Tribe will be too perplexed by it at all. They will be going into this. Hacienda is tried and true and tested, if you like, across the entire combo. While seeing it's in there every single time, so you might as well get your reps in again. But you do have to be careful. You only can find yourself losing 2 games at this stage, and putting Hacienda in there, could it be a risk? We'll find out shortly.
That's all coming down to this. If you guys don't know what they're talking about at home, for our 2 groups for that GSL style format, it was StatsCode and Oris Esports that came out of Group A, and that means it was Tribe and Nexus that came out of Group B. So still lots of big names with some recognizable players on them.
I mean, Horus is not
a very exciting day of matches. As always, chat, we're kicking off the day with a banger matchup, so let me know your thoughts, predictions, who you think is going to be winning this one, who will move forward into that upper bracket final and get one step closer, making their way to the grand final. Will it be Horus, or will it be Tribe Gaming, who start off their day with a win either way? I can't wait to see how we
kind of do hope
that result.
Nexus don't make
I
it.
hope you guys are ready. Brody,
fuck am I so far behind?
Let's get into match number 1.
All right, let's go.
In our challenge finals, for the final time now, we get to see Status Quo versus Tribe. I'm really excited for this one, Ton. We talked about kind of our expectations coming into today, what we expected kind of each series to look like. This game has potential game 5.
I mean, it has the potential to be the grand final as well. I mean, this is kind of 2 teams that we do look at on paper. Look, we know that Tribe haven't necessarily performed, but
Alright, let's get this going, dude.
Wanted to quote
I want to see some ass shake from Ravallo.
And not for players like this. So
yeah, I'm even DMing him, bro.
I like it for now. But we're coming to kind of the nitty-gritty now. This is really where you need to start performing, and this is where you do see those best teams, those experienced teams, bring it as well as they can. They're not going to be able to bring it initially, as we're going to have to go and restart. But Hacienda, I think as well, it should be interesting. I think, you know, we kind of have alluded to it. I was just looking through some of the actual results of how it worked out. I mean, they lost by 70 or so to Nexus, I should say, Tribe. So that
Nexus is shit though.
To look at, like it's not
just
like
a bad day for the Tribe.
By 5 points or something like that, and sort of say, okay, well, it was one rotation. There's obviously still an issue there for them. So, is this the time to figure it out? Well, I'm not too sure, but clearly they feel happy to have it in there. Also, it wouldn't be.
The one thing I will say about Hacienda Hardpoint is I think it's the map in COD Mobile of all the maps that lends itself to very close finishes, right? So generally speaking, right, I mean, it's always just like the smallest of margins of error, right, that can definitely change the way Hacienda Hardpoints play, and that's why I think we're going to see close finishes for Tribe, despite the fact
I'm
that
so happy, dude. Stage 4 and they're still yapping.
So
yay!
Again, you know, is it just a case of trying to kind of paper over the cracks, if you will, figure out where they've been going wrong, and being able to close
as for
out
if you hear type game monkey sucks.
The flip side of this conversation as well, right, and it's an interesting talking point regarding vetoes, is Tribe have gone into this series really having to veto for themselves, and I know that a lot of teams, even at this level of
hurry up, quit with the yapping,
because none of the hard vetoes for
I do not care about all this.
Tribe are actually in this series.
I'm already halfway done with my Celsius.
You know, we kind of predicted it correctly, but still, you don't really know anything about Status Quo beyond your scrims. I mean, you haven't had a chance to play them. Status Quo have
Tribe gets
maps against teams
terrible spawns.
Let's
go. Oh, it smells like Nocta Voyage. What is Washi doing? Pushing through mid. Raballo.
This is the time to get it.
Why the fuck is Raballo? Why are you using? Alright. Why is Raballo using base?
For Tribe, have you maybe just been coasting?
Blur using an Odin? Band's using an Odin. Poitus is using an Odin. Whoa, Rihan using a PDW. Rihan is not making it stage 5. Bro, oh my god, they put Teabag back on ARs. Thank god. Poitus, dude, they are all above you. And at least they have everything downloaded.
matchup. I believe he's playing instead of Shisu, so that is an important change that
Oh, nah.
made. Rihan played pretty well in
Envy,
their
what
last
the
matchup. Granted, though, again, how much
Oh,
can you take
hell
away, given
nah.
the fact that
I'm not sure if my mic's good or not with my fan going on. Nice one, Washi.
In those matchups, Tribe are
Vague.
different gravies.
Vague. Oh, nah.
In towards this series. For the moment, though, Status Quo kicking off this series with the advantage. A couple of kills do come through from Tribe Gaming. That should ensure the rotation.
Yeah, nice
Washi, what the fuck are you doing? What is Rihan doing with a PDW?
And we are going to get to see the first money hill, so to speak,
Blur.
of this series. And
Vague, don't push it.
Right now, though, this
Alright.
doing really well in the kill feed at least. Soaking up points.
Nice one, Rabalo. Rabalo, bro, use the mythic.
Come through the front door actually, and all of a sudden, Tribe are gonna have to find a way to force.
Let's see,
their way
T-Bag
back
has
in.
Sparrow.
Not able to quite get there yet, and kills starting to fall.
Nice one, nice one.
Trades coming through. It's still hotly contested. Just about for Tribe Gaming.
Bro, what is Rihan doing with the... Bro, why are you using a PDW?
Yeah, that's really unfortunate there for Tribe. Zyrex played that perfectly.
Like, why?
The rest of the Tribe players, while the rest of the Status Quo roster made their
Honestly, it's working for him, though. He has the most kills and saddest.
Back 15 here, Vague, an ever-present danger with that R9 shotgun. We'll be able to pick up a couple of gunfights.
Uh-oh.
And now for Status Quo, best just leaving that kill alone.
Rabalo confused like normal. Rabalo should hit the thug shaker for real.
Is always super mixy.
See, T-Bag already has his Sparrow. Vague has his... Was it?
I don't think we'd be too concerned about the start.
Envy, dude.
Alright.
Hopefully they have good comms. And Blair has War Machine. Yay! Washi has his... Oh my god. Tribe has all their operators already.
We're going to try and make it a
nice one, Washi.
Get straight through the back door towards the fences and immediately
damn.
Annihilator out and
That nice one.
A well-placed grenade coming through from Blair.
Nice one, T-Bag. No, there's one over there. Nice.
Coming through on the other side.
Damn.
It's a nice break from Tribe. They've got decent control here. The Status Quo aren't far away.
Hey, you gotta remember as well, these spawns.
Nice one, Rabalo. Shit, 63 to 50. Washi, dude. Washi, why are you... Nice one, T-Bag. Dude, what is Vague doing with an AR? Oh, shit, he's streaking, that's what he's doing.
Somewhat comfortable lead going in towards New, but as we know, here on Hacienda, none of these hard points really ever feel like money kills, and this next hard point will be no exception.
Damn.
I think for Status Quo,
Tribe is cooking. What the fuck?
Coming to this one very, very slowly, looking at everybody on Tribe.
Rihan, bro, put away the PDW.
Status Quo, based off the back of that, I mean, it's very easy for us to be commentators and sort of say, okay, it's coming down to the
Envy with the claw is insane.
5 for Tribe. That has happened more often than not. And the equalizer
damn.
Now maybe putting the pedal down didn't quite find it, but Annihilator is out on the other side of things as well. Status Quo trying their best, but Tribe
did he put away the... No, yeah. Rihan has Annie.
That is a big investment coming out from Tribe. That's 3.
Alright.
The Claw was the one that kicked it all off. 3 kills coming out there from that Claw. The Annihilator and the Equalizer.
Bro, Rihan, not Rihan, but Rabalo, dude. Use the mythic.
All of this time. Now still fighting for it though. Status Quo would continue to touch.
You know there's one up there. You know it's banned. Nice.
For a couple of kills. Washi will come through with the trade. The Status Quo again.
Dude, Rabalo.
Over and over again. Zyrax with the drop
Rabalo. I don't know how you're even having 14 kills right now. Poitus with 9 kills though is insane. Not gonna lie. Envy, nice one. Ooh, T-Bag.
It can happen in the blink of an eye. But they just use their operators so well. The kill feed has just been looking like
nice one, T-Bag.
Over this first foray.
Dude, what the fuck is this match? Why does...
You will find yourselves about 65 and rising behind.
Alright, nice one.
But realistically speaking, it's one
Bands on 5 fingers, right?
Game you can find yourself back into very, very quickly. But with the way that the slaying has been going so
why does Poitus have the equal... Alright. This doesn't make any sense. And I'm getting a stuffed nose.
These two teams, Blur, Rihan, Poitus, I mean Ban as well. Everyone really having a really slow start of this game comparatively to what's
Dude, Rihan is using a PDW.
Something changing right about
Washi's the only SMG.
Control has to start with these opening gunfights. Vague, of course, with the R9.
Rihan, dude.
We'll be able to find one. Rihan with a trade. It's good enough.
Why is my...
slowly but surely see the war of attrition going down over by P2. Tribe are slowly washing away everybody for the Status Quo. One last player. There goes
Why the fuck is my quality so bad?
Far too easy for Tribe Tribe right now. If you're Status Quo, you need to step it up very, very quickly. They have the ability, we know it, and they're starting to invest in. Is this investment going to pay off this time? Bravalo just sitting back and waiting for them to find the push through. Band was able to find something with the call, but Envy will do the same again. He's had great value from that weapon specifically so far. The break will start to come through, the potentially here for Status Quo, but again, Envy there with the claw. Eventually he will fall on his sword, but is the damage already done? Tribe still very much in and amongst it.
Is it just because I'm on 60? It might be.
Tribe is
Damn.
still very much yet.
Yeah, still trying it as well.
Bro, this is actually insane.
That's a full clean feed for Tribe. And at this point in the game, 15 seconds is like gold.
Teabag.
Really
Alright, I was about to say, dude.
Kind of that desperation.
What's up, Ryan?
Which Status Quo are still playing around that scrap time. They're still sending one.
I'm trying to fix it. I don't know if it's fixed or not.
That course will weaken things
I'm
slightly towards the rotation.
Reboot up my stream. No, it doesn't look like. Oh, I'm like way far behind. Holy shit.
The door for the team
Why?
to make it happen. Yeah, Washi has already found one kill. Tribe now starting to knock at the door of New.
See, dude, Rihan is selling. Why are you using a PDW?
Glancing your eyes up to the top left, it is just looking like Tribe.
Bro is trying to bring back the 50 mag SMG meta.
It's a 100-point difference or so. Tribe Gaming just continuing to take over. It's
Washi, dude.
White coming through. Washi having a hell of a game as he so often does, but everybody on Tribe Gaming is right there with him as well. Status Quo need to find their fingers very, very quickly.
Dude,
because
this is just sad.
Trying to get some control here.
Status Quo is supposed to be like one of the best NA teams.
The big damage was done by
nice one,
Tribe
Rihan.
at P4.
Big dick Rihan here.
To make this next hill count, you have to find investment and you have to find a full 60.
Dude,
It's just such a big ask, and again, you just
Rihan is one of the most caring people here.
100-point deficit kind of
Why
you to hit scrap
is it
time.
so bad
Heavy
still?
investment. That's exactly what Status Quo have just done. At least them
Dude,
so
is it just
in
my
terms of the next
Wi-Fi or
rotation.
what?
Yes,
Like,
gives
what
them a
the
good look.
fuck?
He finds one, but no more than that. Now Vague really starting to put the hurt down over by topside as well, and all of these kills are amounting to map
It
control
might
for
actually
Tribe
be my
Gaming.
Wi-Fi,
Status Quo,
dude.
It's desperation time. The War Machine
Yeah,
coming
I'm
out from Blur. These
connected to
have to
Wi-Fi and
Oh,
shit.
Washi just saying losing gunfights. Predators and Band getting something done though. Vig's gonna be able to find
Nah, Blur with the War Machine. Oh,
Blur will eventually
it's
find
gonna
a
fix
breakthrough. They
now for
need
sure.
this.
Why
They
is
need
it
every
so?
single
I'm only on
second.
10
They could
seconds
possibly
away.
find with 33 seconds to go here over towards P4.
Zyrex.
It would still make it only a 70-point game.
Blur, bro.
They can find a couple through the
This
middle
is
of the map,
just
but
sad.
still, Tribe Gaming struggling to break through. But that one player towards the back, you can already see that's going to be Rabalo. He will eventually get taken down. Status Quo coming in off the respawn. This final 15 is so important to them, but none of them are alive. Tribe Gaming
Teabag.
once again, and it's been the same story over and over again, Brody. The kill feed just looks
Nice
so
one,
good for
Washi.
them.
Washi at 37 is
Sometimes you have those
insane.
analytical moments, right, where you talk about the fact that, you know, what has X team done wrong in these games?
Rabalo, dude.
Done wrong here is they've not
Nah.
won the gunfights versus Tribe that have simply slapped them
Alright.
out the entirety of the game thus far.
Bro,
But it's never over
put
until
me in
Tribe
instead of
saves.
Poidos, dude,
And with
because
Tribe
holy.
Gaming, with 34 points away from victory,
I swear at
Status
this
Quo
point,
have
I'll
to
do
have a
better.
perfect hard point from here on out. They are currently
I'll be
in
their
control of
little
P1, but
OBJ
they've got to be careful
spot
about
and
playing number
whatnot.
5. Washi making the route in behind might be able to blow this play wide open.
And it's so
I
hard
seriously
when
don't
you're
know
on
what's
this
up
far
with
behind
stream.
in the hard point
It's
when
never done this
Tribe
before.
Gaming
Like
are in
this bad at
kind of
least.
position. And then all of a sudden, things starting to open up for Washi again. A ridiculous fourth shot, and that does break things wide open. Status Quo now spawning out. Tribe Gaming can just about still win it here. How on earth does he hit that?
I might
on
have
the
to
bar?
actually
How
go
on
down
earth
to
does he
like
hit that on the Zyrex?
540p.
If he fit to hit the last one, my goodness.
Rabalo cooking them
Rabalo
now.
finds a couple, may well just be putting another nail in the
Nope,
coffin
Garden,
for
towards
Status
right.
Quo every single second. Is he
Going
dagger?
top.
P2 is what's going to pop. They can't quite
Nice.
win it here if you're Tribe Gaming, but the job is pretty much
Nah.
done.
Status Quo
Dude,
coming
they,
into this game,
bro,
they felt like
only
they
one
might
who
have
doesn't
won
have
on the
30.
veto
Alright,
process
never
a
mind.
little bit.
Envy has
Tribe
30
Gaming
now.
seem to have learned their lesson from the challenge season, come in with a bit of a faux state of disrepair.
Dude,
Status Quo. Now,
these
desperate
motherfuckers
as we
are
move towards the
cooking
final
them.
hard point. Tribe Gaming in control. All the gunfights are going in their favor. Vague looking to advance the line as well. Tribe just a few seconds away. Can anybody from Status Quo run to the hill in time? 2:49. Ban gets in for the contest. He will find a couple of kills. Blur also there. Status Quo though swiftly removed from the hard point and ejected in the game as Tribe Gaming proved that everything happened in the regular season was all a lie.
yeah, that was. I mean, I don't want to say it's the kind of thing you would expect because we didn't realistically. You know, they have struggled on Hacienda throughout the entirety of the regular season. But they come into this, you are into the higher level of competition. This is when it matters. It doesn't matter how you get here. When you are here, it matters how you perform at the challenge finals. And that is a great way to kick things off. I can't wait to see this scoreboard because I think, you know, you alluded to it during it.
I swear to God,
as Codcasters for quite some
fixed,
time,
I might have
it was always easy to fall in that trap up in there.
It's like, dude, I'm getting sick and tired of this shit.
Like, I mean, it wasn't
every
just
time I'm at my
played
house,
that very, very well, but if you are status quo, you just didn't
not
have enough
wanna
confidence.
work
There were so many different
correctly.
occasions where you'd see Tribe just light up the kill feed, and it wasn't just like it happened once or twice and they would find a full 60 off that. It happened over and over and over again. And if you are status quo, that's something that you just need to be able to go 50-50 on, right? You don't need to necessarily massively outside a team to beat them. You just need to match them and then beat them on the fundamentals. But if you are going to get battered around the map like that, it makes your life extremely, extremely difficult. And Tribe Gaming improved that. Fantastic performance from them. Usage of the upper airs was infinitely better as well.
Alright.
Just shooting very, very straight up, extremely difficult.
Yeah, I think, you know...
Oh, nah.
Towards the stat lines is, yeah,
What
I mean,
the
that's a
fuck?
sheesh and a half right there. That everybody positive across the lineup, that's something that very rarely happens
Vague,
here in
bro.
Commonwealth. Shout out to Washi, he almost goes double positive.
See, look,
at
bro,
the
this
end
is
of the
GOAT
game, but
gaming,
special
dude.
shout out to Raballo, who not only was constantly
Dude.
providing great map positioning for the team and great map control, was also in the hard point almost 2 minutes of time and finishes just one
This is
kill shy
actually
of a
insane.
40 bomb right on Status Quo's forehead. They got slapped about in that game. And you know, I want to say as well, I think for the vast majority of that game as well, I mean, the start of the game, they felt relatively competitive, right? But I think as soon as that 50-point deficit happened at the end of the first set, they started to get in a kind of a death spiral, right? Where they were kind of almost forced to constantly invest resources into scrap time, and then they didn't have anything for the rotation. And by the time they got to the rotation, which Tribe basically have full control, they
Yeah,
could
I'm
never
probably
really
just
put
stop
anything
streaming
together
already, dude.
as far as a
Like,
concerted effort, a hit towards the
fuck
hard
is
point is
happening?
concerned. Totally uncharacteristically, I think, of Status Quo. Again, I mean, expectations are kind of muted somewhat because of the fact that Status Quo had a very easy group comparatively to try, but still, well, not what we expected whatsoever.
No, we definitely. I mean, coming into this, I'm thinking Status Quo are my favorites to go on to win. That's kind of where I was at in my head. But that is quickly being skewed, to be honest with you. I think it was, I was quickly trying to work it out whilst you were talking. I wasn't really listening to what you were saying, to be honest with you, because I was doing maths. You know what, I'm one-dimensional. It was a 54 kill outslay. That is like...
That's crazy.
It's a lot.
I think that's a record. That's got to be a record. Like, I mean, it
in
depends
challenge
on
finals,
count the
maybe.
record as out. Yeah, exactly. You know, at this stage of the competition, in a matchup as important as this one, that is a heck of a difference between these two teams. Tribe Gaming and Status Quo. Now we move over towards Tunisia Search and Destroy. Both of these two teams have had success on this map mode combination this season thus far. Most recently, of course,
Bro,
Tribe with their
this motherfucker
7-0
will
over
get
Hydra.
off
They LG'd them.
the
Now they went up
PDW.
again. This is a fast and furious hit straight over towards the A site. They know how to make this one work, but do they?
Number,
know
don't tell bro,
they-
get off
they
the
will come through
PDW.
for a couple of kills. That will damage the hit somewhat, but was it worth it? You've still got numbers, and now you've got site control.
I'm now going down. You will lose another gunfight though. T-Bang will find one onto Band. And Washi looking for the angle. And we know he's so good in these moments. He needs to find the pick. T-Bang
Nah.
play the angle.
Rihan is touching them.
Washi on the other player as well. Both players very, very weak. They're gonna have
Oh,
to chat.
nah.
And Rihan does just that. It's not over yet. Washi falls and Status Quo start to steady the ship. That's what you need. I feel like I repeat myself so many times. When you do get bodied around in map number one, you come into the second one to win an attack on Tunisia straight out the gate will just ease those nerves by some amount, I would say. Good start for Status Quo. They just about get it.
You know the key to victory here on this map on offense is just to kind of flood these sites as quickly as humanly possible and kind of deal with the aftermath after the fact. Once again, the exact same situation here for Status Quo as they look to overwhelm on B this time around. Good dealing with flag, but no, they do not win the fight.
Oh my
Vegas
God,
gonna
did
get it
stream
done for
finally get
Tribe. All of a
fixed?
sudden,
No.
what was an advantageous spot is now an extremely
I'm so
disadvantageous one. Blur and Zyrax spurp in the situation. Blur will find one somewhat more manageable, but again, the fact these players are split
Dude.
is the biggest problem here.
And they're
This is
absolutely not expecting
actually
Zyrax
just
to be
set.
behind them with the bomb either.
Nope.
Blur is going to find one. Yeah, Envy.
Envy put down the sniper, dude. You is not him.
Whatsoever. But that bomb will go down very, very quickly.
Alright, at least you're not getting pancaked.
Not necessarily needed onto Zyrax. He will somewhat just ghosting towards the side. Envy checking the other side. Sorry, mate. It's down at B. He has the potential to do this, though.
So, bro, I can't be a commentator ever.
See if you can do it with the Tundra.
Not built
Difficult
for
position.
me.
Need to catch one off guard and then smoke the next. It's not easy.
Anyone's going to do it with the sniper. It's Envy. Currently sitting on a donut. He wants to make that.
He's going to be sitting on that donut still.
Round. 19 seconds. You're going to have to make this one happen pretty fast. You've got so many different angles to check in this scenario, and that drop is
nope.
going to let Blur
Damn, they broke it one tap.
Exactly where to look, and Envy is dead to rights. Well played. Retake for Status Quo there onto the site, but still, that was a really disjointed round from both sides. A lot of individual plays that I think they're not going to get away with further down the competition.
Status Quo, they played that post.
Bro is getting touched. Ain't no
any information respecting the fact that. Yes, yeah, you know what? I don't want to allude to it, but.
Bro, it's close to my
bedtime
already.
On Washy, Big Sean, Zyrax, and that might just steady the ship for Tribe this time around. Rapala will find another. So advantage
look like it's been messing up.
The side of Tribe. 5 versus 3 in their favor. Status Quo not in the best of positions here. No bombs
no,
dude.
This is Status's map.
You would think, as Envy will find another now. We have 5 versus 2.
I suppose the only hope you're looking for here for Status Quo is you've got to play this one together as much as humanly possible, and you've got to hope that Tribe put themselves in a position where they kind of slip up somewhat. I don't necessarily think they know the bomb is down. Guaydas is going to try and get it and get the hell out of Dodge. So step number 1 of that plan is done. Step number 2 is try and survive, and T-Bag's not going to let that happen. Almost snaps on the second there, but Guaydas ends up going down.
That was nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Able to trade things out here. They're on the board.
That was needed. It's not only too many rounds on the attacking side. Things get a little bit scary. I feel as if the seasons went on, though, as Trinity has just went on as a map in COD Mobile. Teams are getting better at it.
You dude, that's all I'm watching, though.
In North America. Either that or they're getting worse at defending, but look at this.
Nope.
Push coming out from T-Bag. He will find the second.
T-Bag with the BP50 is insane, dude.
But they will find another first blood and put themselves in control once again. That is bomb down. Rapala will have. This is a Tribe Gaming round if I've ever seen one.
It definitely should be. This has been a stellar adaptation coming out from Tribe.
I was about to say.
Left up, isolated. He's going to get shut down. And yeah, what a good read coming out from Tribe. As soon as they get the information that, hey, Status Quo are hitting that site, we're going to just go straight in a winery and try and win the fight before Status Quo even have a chance to look at the site. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but you know what? Sometimes it just happens. Tribe Gaming able to now put 2 rounds on the bounce here. Great response from them. Now we're seeing very different look from Status Quo through the middle of the map. It'll give them a couple of options as to where they want to take this bomb. And Tribe don't actually have anybody looking at it just yet. Rapala is actually more preoccupied with the middle cut towards A. So Status Quo here still actually haven't been found out. But you've got to imagine with the fact that nobody's hit A or B, probably have a little bit of an inkling as to what's going on.
So instead he maybe does win the race here. Waiting for an angle. Either one of these two teams starting to come here now for Band as Tribe have started to rotate back over towards this position. Rapala is here to shut it down if it does come through. Big gunfight, doesn't find the kill, but neither does Band. He'll back on down.
They're going to be heading off towards B.
It's looking like it has more potential here for Status Quo, but they're going to find a pick. They're not going to find it on Washy. He finds first blood.
Big first blood. Good trade coming out from Band, though. This will
don't push it, Vig.
Think this round, and you can see that with the arrows there completely magnetized towards the middle of the map. That's going to add heat to Puedas and Band here. They have to win this fight. There's the one from the former, and now, of course, Tribe. I mean, they completely relocated away from the B site. Status Quo have a free bomb plant here.
No, they don't. Oh, yeah, they do.
Which will give ultimately Tribe more time. Vig might have seen Blur there. I think he did.
Oh, nah.
Zyrax, my goodness.
Bro is touching them.
Another on the other side. Washy cleans it up. Tribe Gaming wipes Status Quo off the map.
That's bad. I'll be honest, that is not good. To let they get in that position, to not be watching that angle is a huge slip up from Status Quo, considering you have full site control. You have numbers in that situation. There's no universe in Infinite Multiverse in which you should be letting that happening at this stage.
Rihan, dude.
And here's a very quick reaction once again coming out from Tribe. Similar from that previous defensive effort. Aggression straight towards A to stop any of the vigor we expected to see from Status Quo. And would you believe it? It's worked.
Oh, starting to get aggressive here if you're Vega as well. He's feeling it right now. Pushes through.
Bro.
The other one was in the corner, but still snaps on the play.
Bro.
Well.
Let Vega get his ace. Let
Thank
Vega
you
get his
very
ace.
much.
No, he didn't get his ace.
Teabag finds one. Envy finds the other. It was a slow start for Tribe Gaming on their defensive side, but my goodness, a rubber stamp towards the end. 4-2.
I hope Tribe goes in as number
After
1
6
seed.
rounds, now they go over towards the attacking side, but they will take that all day long.
Again, it's that same strategy from Tribe Gaming there. Now something different from Tribe here. Straight towards B they go, and all they've got to deal with is Blur. But will even that be too much to handle? Blur has a hell of a job to do at the back of this site, and that smoke just completely covers everything. Nice thing over the top though from Quadas will slow down Tribe. They haven't dealt with the players towards the back line. That has bought enough time for the rest of the roster to make their way over.
Next couple of kills are massive. Vig moves his way out. Knows there's gonna be
I was about to say, dude, if they got all of them, dude, that would have been the nastiest 5-piece ever.
Eases that pressure. It's now a 3 versus 2.
3v2, NV Rebel Washi.
Gonna be a double hit coming from Status Quo over towards the backside. The information is surely there for Tribe now. They should know.
Nice one.
Push coming through. My goodness me,
Washi is like stupid. Holy.
It's this quick scope coming through once again from Washi. 5-2 now.
Yeah, I got to give Status Quo some props there because they almost made that retake.
Washi and Vague and Teabag mainly.
Chance to get back in towards the side, but still, Tribe are too hot to handle at the moment.
Like that would have been a nasty 5-piece though.
His name has been paramount to so many of these plays, and look at this reaction coming out from Status Quo as we get towards this round. Zyrax wants to do exactly what Tribe are doing to them on the defense, getting aggressive for them on the map will draw that first blood, and that's going to slow down Tribe somewhat here in the situation. Give Status Quo a chance to spread their forces a little bit more evenly between the two sides without disadvantaging themselves too much.
Washi about to die. Guarantee you it.
Things will slow to a snail's pace here. Tribe still set on this B plant.
See a 3-man stack for Status Quo over towards A. So if you did convert everybody over towards the side, you would have the number advantage. Mind you, we can see
Vague, what are you doing? Don't push.
Would very much help the teams if they knew that too, but here we are, irrelevant of that. The push comes through from Big. This time it doesn't work.
Did stream crash? No.
Because we'll find it, and that will probably push any doubts that you had about the push over towards B right to the forefront of your mind, because now all of a sudden you don't have that tip of the spear. But what you do have is Teabag in not too bad of a position over towards A. Can he be the one to open things up? But Rihan has also got himself a fantastic spot. And there's the kill. And Envy will fall. That should be the round. Teabag's there to clean things up. 4 versus 2.
I don't know just yet, because Teabag is in towards the site, so still an opportunity, and yeah, I think Teabag needed to find a little bit more value in that situation. Washi, phenomenal sniper.
I've seen him do it.
Never count him out in these situations. He's going to get the bomb down. This is going to draw Status Quo towards the site. They're looking for some shots through the wall.
Come on, Washi, you got this.
You've just spotted out Washi, and surely the opportunity here is just overwhelming in this situation.
No, they don't got it.
Oh, there's the Chow coming through. The R9 is going to beat out the sniper rifle in the situation. The Tundra's pretty good. It's not going to beat out the R9.
Yeah, well done from Status Quo.
Surprised I'm not seeing Locust, dude. Oh, stream's slightly crashing every once in a while.
With the push from Big over towards back B. Didn't work out this time around, so Tribe Gaming lead is reduced. Start from Status Quo over on the defensive side. And they keep this one up though. It's an aggressive push through the middle of the map. They will find another first blood through Band. They'll take down Washi through the wall. And now what's the play here for Tribe? It feels like when they don't get the first blood, they stunt just a little bit.
Only one at B.
Status Quo just looking for a way to press that advantage, right? Again, somewhat different look this time around. Just information here for Teabag, but Blur's gonna win it out. Big gunfight there for Blur.
Nope.
Tried
This
getting
is
like they're
Kiyo's
stopped dead in
round.
that track. Zyrax able to find even more
Why
value
is
now,
stream
and he's looking
just
to press that
crashing
advantage
now
as
every
well
once in a
in
while?
from behind enemy lines.
Nope.
Tribe looking to push the lines through towards the B site here. Blur not hitting all of the shots he would want. Envy will trade things out now, so an opportunity here for the last two players on Tribe.
Yeah, why are we challenging these kind of gunfights, making it difficult for Apollo? Needed to find Puertas, though here over towards
Come on,
back.
V.
No way.
Looking for his
Oh,
snipe.
bro
Let's
could
find
have
it. Let's see.
executed.
There ain't no way. There ain't no way.
I was about to say,
Cyrax
dude.
will find him though. The Twitch fiber is not quite twitching quick enough.
No.
5-4 now. And we made that possible. It was always going to be difficult to stay score here with a good defense so far. 2-1 on their defensive side. 5-4
bad
now
again.
to try.
Great.
They still only need 2 more rounds, but State Squad have looked good. But the first bloods have been so crucial. When they found them, they've controlled the round. But that's been the case for both these two teams, it feels.
Tribe looking to go back to a tried and true strategy. Just forcing their way on towards site. Nades over the top this time from Puertas is not going to connect. As a matter of fact, things do not go well for Status Quo whatsoever. They've lost Rehan.
J358 build.
Status Quo looking for a 3-1 retake of this site.
Bro, who
Bans
is-
everything in this situation, but Blur will pick up one. That's going to make things easier for him.
There goes Blur.
Oh my goodness. Brabalo
Bam,
and
got a
Washi though.
sniper kill.
Big plays coming up from them. Zyrax trying to reposition.
Oh,
Needs Band with him. He's done so well to find something, but he needs Band to
dude.
get there very quickly.
Kills for
2v2.
Kilo was
Band's going to find the
even
one.
like crazy.
Fake down for the count. Washi now forced into a 1 versus 2 here.
Washi got this.
Never count him out.
Never
Band
mind.
looking for the snipe though, and Washi's not going to hit here.
Ain't
Band
no
gets
way
it
you're
done.
body
And that is such a heads-up
shooting.
play call coming out from Band. He was committed earlier on in
fuck?
that retake to going all the way round on the flank, but his
Holy
teammates
nah.
die. He doubles back towards the middle of the map to find a couple of crucial gunfights, a massive reposition, and a changing of the play. A heads-up play call that saves Status Quo in that round.
Oh, and that would have been
Like,
such
ain't
a
no way
huge
you're
round for
body
Tribe.
shooting in that
6-4
position,
up.
dude.
One round out of what the next 3 would have had you 2-0 up.
Bro,
in this
too bad,
series.
dude.
Now
They ain't
also
gonna hard
it's
push you.
5-5 and it's anybody's game. Status Quo on the defensive side. Tribe could do with steadying the shot.
Like,
That's
dude,
one of those
Tribe needs
rounds
to
that
get
Tribe
a
will look
first
back on and
blood.
say they should have won.
Oh, welcome, Sono.
Number advantage
That's
is
how you pronounce
absolutely
it.
there on the site. The bomb is down. You don't take the round.
Like, dude,
It's a stinger.
if Tribe doesn't
To
get
the next round, it's
the
completely
first round or the first
different
pick in the
pace.
game, then it just
Aggression
goes
has
to
come through
shit.
from Status Quo over towards
It went
the
from
wing.
5-2
They are
to
gonna be able push up
5-5.
that way. Not much going on over towards B, but
Oh.
they didn't need to be in the last round. Blair was the one who got
Nope.
the job done. Oh my goodness me, you gotta win that gunfight if you
Ban,
Band with another
dude.
ridiculous shot.
Bro, you got lucky there.
Again, it's that same situation where Tribe really do feel like they very often have more success on these offensive efforts when they're being aggressive, and it feels like Status Quo have kind of worked that out somewhat. If they can stunt them,
Dude,
before
they
even
played.
get
They're
going,
playing more passive
Tribe
now
don't
because
really
they
have
know
much of a response.
they start
And they're gonna
pushing,
have to
dude.
start
They
figuring
aren't
things
winning.
out pretty quickly here. Their best bet would still, technically speaking, be a B push. Blur has not been as effective as he would like at the back here. And now Status Quo are going to reinforce that. Tribe Gaming have decided to go over towards A. They're not going to have anybody inside Winery to contest with, but are they going to read where these players are on the site?
So difficult this deep into the round to weed everybody out, but if you just
Oh,
start
nah.
spraying them and see what happens, maybe that can work out. But Rehan will find
Huh?
some. And all of a sudden we'll find the third. Yeah, nice and easy coming through for Status Quo. We're 4-2 down. We're 5-2 down actually.
Like I said,
And
dude,
now
if
found
they don't get
themselves
the
with
first
4
bloods,
rounds in a row, I believe, Brady. They
Tribe's
lost their
kinda
opening
fucked.
defense on that side and have not looked back since. 1 away.
Status Quo, I mean, so many rounds put together here towards the back half of this search and destroy. They really seem to have figured things out against Tribe. Tribe now
Nope.
looking to get
And
towards the
that is
side.
Keel's
Gonna get
round.
cut down by Blur. Big first blood coming out from Status Quo. Tribe, though, they do have site control.
It's been given to them. No, Status Quo and choose to back down. Will they rue that mistake? The big push going to come through the middle of the double doors, though. You've got to get rid of that grenade pretty quickly, but Big in a good position to shut this down. But Rehan,
Yeah.
one, and that's the trade as
Keo
well,
wins
coming in
this.
from Zyrax. The bait and switch.
It's just sad.
The bomb doesn't go down. And Status Quo are 2 kills away from tying this series up.
Rehan, bro, you are not gonna cook with that. Do they have
Haven't seen
FMV
a
sync
single
on?
overtime this season of North American Challenge season and the Snapdragon Pro Series. I think we might be denied yet another one here. Status Quo in a 4 versus 2. And Tribe, they look dead in the water. They're going to be able to retrieve the bomb at the very least here, but getting a bomb down is a different matter entirely. Reaper potential flank, but I don't think Zyrax is going to fully commit to this one. I think instead he's going to be playing catch. Friendly players looking to make their way over towards A. T-Bag, big gunfights right in front of him, but the shots are just warning shots. Washi getting taken out on the other side. You know where T-Bag is. It's time to suffocate T-Bag. No room to breathe. And Blur will close out a search and destroy in which Status Quo went super rocket powered towards the back half, round after round, back to back. I mean, they figured things out and they just couldn't stop.
Yeah, and honestly, once we went over towards the defensive side, in that first round, after what was a really nice resurgence from Tribe in the first half of that game, and then finding their first attack, you were worried for Status Quo in the, well, honestly, the whole of the challenge finals with the way that things were going. They turn it around, then all of a sudden that Hacienda is just a very, very bad memory. Series is tied up. And we have one on our hands here now, Brody. Honestly, after those first 7 rounds we've seen, I thought we were seeing Tribe just run away with this game. Status Quo will not let that happen. Really good defensive play. I think, was it a 2 versus 4 retake that they managed at one stage? I couldn't quite remember the numbers where it was, but they were in such a bad position. They turned around, and then all of a sudden Tribe Gaming just folded. I think it was the one where it was
really. I got that right there.
Blair found a couple, didn't he? And Band did fantastically as well. Only goes 9 and 10, but pretty much carried that round all on his own.
Yeah, and honestly, I think, you know,
that's right.
You compare what Tribe Gaming were doing versus Hydra right here.
I like it,
kind of, I don't want to say iconic 7-0 performance, right? But it's certainly a memorable one from this season of the Snapdragon Pro Series. And you compare that to what happened here versus Status Quo, where Status Quo were able to put, I think it was 5 rounds in total, back to back on the defense. And, you know, ultimately, the big difference there is that
how do you win and go 5 and 11?
Hydra, once they'd figured out a strategy, for example, just fully overwhelming a site and just getting super aggressive with it and not really allowing Hydra to retake said site, you know, I don't think there was ever really much of a response from Hydra, and they could just continue to do that over and over and over again. Whereas I think Status Quo very quickly adapted to that. They made adaptations across the map, and they made sure that, I mean, to be frank, Tribe could not get away with that 1-note gameplay, and I think, you know, Tribe hadn't really prepared for that as much as we would have liked them to. So Status Quo, that is a huge response from them, especially given what happened in map number 1. We talk about momentum. Feels like it might have just been stopped dead in its tracks.
Yeah, let's see how it works out though when we go over towards Control. Status Quo have had a very, very nice time of things on this particular mode, but I mean, so have Tribe realistically. I think what they've won it by an average of 2 rounds. Status Quo, I think, have 3-0'd everybody, so I think that's a nice position to be in. But as we've already seen in this series, I think we can kind of not throw those stats to the wind, so to speak, but, you know, they have already been countered. With the Hacienda, we've seen them 0 and 2 over the season against what you would argue is weaker opposition. Tribe Gaming smoke Status Quo on the map. Status Quo with 5-2 down, they bring it back like it means absolutely nothing. And over to Raid we go. Anybody's game, I would say, on Control. Let's see how this one plays out.
Yep, Status Quo, of course, you say, flawless in their controls. Tribe Gaming also flawless in control. They haven't lost a control this entire season so far, and we talk about the fact that obviously they had a more difficult group. I believe that does mean something. So Tribe will be feeling pretty good regardless of what happened in the Search and Destroy going into this map. And so far, well, not the best situation for Tribe on the whole. They haven't really dealt with Status Quo on the whole. There's still one player here to contend with. That's Envy, who could still do some damage, but as he gets taken down now, Status Quo should be comfortable to start their offense over by B.
Getting things ticking. Yeah.
Let's see. Rubalo and Envy's on kills. 20-25.
Trying to overlay things in how things work in the mindset of these players.
She just
momentum is a true factor between so many of these top players and top teams. Zyrax trying to get himself out of his spawn and will manage to do so. Just trying to put the pressure on though. If you are Tribe Gaming, don't want to soak it all up, but you have lost 7 lives already. It's well, I mean, it's not looking fantastic when it does come down to things for Tribe in terms of the actual kill feed right now, which is very, very different to what we've seen in map number 1. They'll turn things around. Status Quo not quite as in an advantageous position as they were, but B has already gone. A is the more difficult.
There it is, and again, it's because so many teams do struggle with map control. Status Quo right now are dealing with a Tribe Gaming roster that are trying to make that map control work for them. They deal with the one player though over by poolside. You can see the immediate effect on spawns here. Status Quo players spawning closer to that poolside, now able to amount this offense. Band opening things up with the opening snipe, looking for the second one. Rabalo right in front of him. Band just going to have to dip his head down for the moment here and really need some support from his teammates. There it is coming through. Rehan and Zyro will pick up a couple of kills, but Vague answers back with a double of his own, completely clears house over by A. But again, map control is not here for Tribe. Status Quo, they continue to spawn closer and closer towards this hill.
Yeah, but these trades that are coming through as well, you think on the defensive team, yeah, okay, we're holding on, but with the life disadvantage you've kind of set up for yourselves to kick things off, it's not a good viewing if you're a Tribe fan, because you're starting to lose these gunfights. Zyrex will find them, and it's all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 11 versus 3. And River Rabalo will find a couple of kills. Vig will find one on the Puertas as well. So all of a sudden, all right, 3v10 is very, very difficult, but you've only got to deal with 5 at one moment. 2v10 now, this has just become a little bit more impossible.
I think that's certainly a word, isn't it? Rabalo goes down for the count. There goes Vague as well. And Tribe are cleaned out in round number 1. And yeah, I think I kind of said it right. Fair play to Tribe. Off the back of losing control of B, they made the correct decision of just like, look, let's just talk that one up. We're not getting control. Let's set ourselves up correctly for defending A. Unfortunately, as soon as they lost the first wave of gunfights, they completely melted away and can never regain map control. That can't happen here. Tribe Gaming now on the offense. What do? Immediate investment coming up from both sides. It's War Machine versus War Machine over on the point. Blur is going to have a lot of value for the Status Quo side. Washi, on the other hand, though, is basically operating on himself with the sniper rifle. Will pick up a couple of kills here and keep Status Quo in the conversation. And as I say that, there you go, Status Quo. They find the kills. Tribe now looking for a flanking player, and Envy is going to find value in that. Now looking for more. Zyrax, the last remaining player, is going to bring out the Sparrow. This is heavy investment from both sides to kick off this round.
And who really came out better? You would argue just
Let's see. Vague wasted his equalizers. Never mind. I'm just stupid, retarded. Maybe just a tad bit. I'm just deleting all my YouTube shit.
Over towards that B side. I'd try maybe spread themselves too thin across the map. That would be my query, but they have found a couple more kills over towards this money side. Can't push that.
I'm also on the text people right now.
B's going to be there very, very shortly as well. Status Quo have to make a decision on what they want to do here.
Here's the kills coming through from Tribe as well from Status Quo. Good effort from Zyrax, but he's going to get cut down. Now investment, again, is helping out so much for Tribe. Washi's continuing with the Annihilator through the smoke. He's going to find the easy gunfight. Now looking for Rehan as well. Can't find this
Nope.
kill. Rehan dips and dodges away for that gunfight. Will pick up the kill in the end. A is just a smidge away from being captured, and T-Bag is going to get it done. So we see the extra 60 seconds on the board. That is not great for Status Quo here with a life disadvantage they're facing down.
Have to get some kitchen control as well. You don't have it. So that flank can immediately come through.
Bro, I didn't realize the search stream on YouTube until a year ago.
Looking like we are going to be tied up after 2 rounds of control. Both two teams doing well on the attacking side. Not going to be able to find that. Washi finds one in the middle of the map. Band is going to be able to find 1 and 2, so it makes that a little bit more plausible for Status Quo. Zyrax will find 1 as well, so starting to clean house, but the problem that you still have is no kitchen control.
This is just so problematic for Status
Quo. Those dude, you are wasting that.
Operate investment coming through from Status Quo. This is a bit of a risky one. If there is a bit of time,
told you.
Now. Band is going to find 3 through art. Spin up artwork all of his own.
God, bro, I streamed
but is that enough? Has it opened
a long time on
Status Quo in a 3 versus 6? Has it given them a chance?
I spent like 6 minutes just deleting
small chance, so it's
old
going to make it a
live
3
streams and
versus
shit.
5, make it a 3 versus 4. Again, we talked about momentum being such a huge thing, and this might just add a little bit more of it towards Status Quo if they can find it. It's about to be a 2 versus 2. It is a 2 versus 2 onto the site in terms of what's actually being used right now. There's operators available.
Blur, why did you waste it?
1 versus 2. Blur is on his own, but he does have a grenade launcher. Makes it a 1 versus 1.
You might win this.
He's called it in. He's called it in. It's big.
He got it.
Play. My goodness,
Ain't no way.
Status Quo won that one. Oh my god. It's a huge round of control.
I can't believe how much they invested in that. What was that? 3 operators towards the back half of that control to convert what was a 4 versus, I want to say 4 versus 8, 4 versus 9, something like that. I don't actually know the exact numbers, but still, that is heavy investment. And the Predator missile as well. One could argue overkill, but it might be the thing that splits the difference between these two teams as we get towards the end of this raid control. Tribe, they want a stellar start on the defense towards this one, and they are winning the vast majority of the gunfights. Washi, a big part of that play with a couple of kills coming through with the sniper rifle, but Status Quo having absolutely none of it. They have flown towards A, and they are starting to overwhelm Tribe.
A on its way
I'm
now.
sorry if I'm not looking at chat.
Tribe are not panicking just yet.
No,
And that is one
stream's
of those
been
rounds you
shitty anyways.
probably shouldn't let slip. Status Quo, you
Right.
gotta give them their credit though. Fantastic work. And
They
still
can only
working
do
on
so
something over
much.
towards A here. 2 ticks already in. Rapallo doesn't really want to push this
Rapallo.
on his own. Predators.
Rapallo,
Thank you very
dude.
much. We'll find one. He's sure he does
All
a
right,
spin on the
buddy.
guy in the window as well. Doesn't need to. A gone. So now for Tribe. What's your setup like over towards B? Zyrax finds that in the middle of the map as well. They're clawing themselves back into this round.
That's just so much time on the board here. Status Quo to make this work. So many different angles of attack, and you can start to see really they're already trying a few different things here. Kills starting to come through. Washi with a double. Zyrax and Puedas out of the play. Good read coming through from Rehan though to deal with Rapallo off the spawn. This is such a perfect play from Status Quo. You've got players spawn trapping players towards the basketball court, and you've got players that are going to approach the point as well. Ban is one of those players. He's winning the crucial gunfights on the other side. Tribe being trapped away from the spawn. Status Quo are dominating this game.
Oh my goodness me, how is it turned to this for Tribe Gaming? They come out the gates absolutely swinging on Hacienda. And have just seemed
Dude,
to
my YouTube
crumble
about looked
after
a
one or
lot
two,
different.
I want to say mishaps in the search and
shorts.
destroy.
Fuck me.
It's continued over into the control. 6 versus 16. Can they pull off the impossible? That Miles Status Quo wasn't quite impossible, clearly, as they managed to just about get it done. Washi behind, just trying his best. The Annihilator only has so many bullets, but Washi is a different kind of player. But there again, it's like a nightmare when that Predator missile comes in once more. Status Quo are going to take the lead in this series for the first time. I doubt the 1 versus 13 is happening from Envy. Status Quo.
Do I just need rank reset to happen, dude?
The control. The second round though will be the Inquisition there for the side of Tribe. They'll be wondering how they lost that one. Big plays coming through though from the side of Status Quo. They
Actually sad on how bad Tribe is.
To be honest, after that first map, and the
Bro.
first half of the search and destroy, the fact that we now have ourselves
They was
Status
cooking
Quo
in
this series
the first
from
hard point, dude.
I don't know how it's happened.
I mean, yeah, this is just honestly insane to me. You know, the first round was a pretty bog standard affair, right? We already talked about kind of how Tribe ended up losing that first round, and even the third round to a certain extent was just Status Quo overwhelming. For me, I think the thing that really did make the
Why
difference
is stream
in this
so
control
bad?
was that round number 2, a situation where Tribe Gaming were to the good, right? I mean, they had the life advantage in the closing moments and the twilight
why?
moments of the round. And
I
Status
can't
Quo
do
did
anything
something that
about
we
it,
as
dude.
casters have begged
'Cause I know it's not my
teams to do
iPad.
for the longest
No, it's
time
not my
in
streaming
control,
app.
which is actually
It might just be
invest
YouTube fucking
your
with me
operators when
at
it
this
is
point.
time to use them as a Hail Mary play. 3 operators come out from
Oh,
Status
nah,
Quo
Blur dropped
and
a 2
the Predator
KD.
missile to boot. It is a heavy investment at the right time, and it earns them around, which I think ultimately is the thing that earns them a clean 3-0
I wish I had a
over Tribe, who
monster right
hadn't
now.
lost a control this season thus far, which is an incredible statement, I think, given how difficult their group was.
I think once they won that second round though, in the situation that they were in,
Alright, bro.
it was always going to be very difficult for Tribe to come back there. Status Quo
This is
now
just sad.
3-0 them on the control. 2-1 to the good. Hackney Yard is where we're going to be going next.
Oh, Hackney did.
I mean, I don't know which way you're leaning on this one, because I think it's still going to be difficult to ever count Tribe out. You just cannot. But are some things
Bro,
coming
they
kind
need
of
to put
back to the
Blaze
surface
and
of what we've seen over the
Domain,
regular season here, letting
Right.
things slip there? You know, it's not
I
necessarily...
don't need Discord
I don't want to say
open.
the overall play has been bad, but it just feels like there's mishaps to a certain degree. You know, lapses of concentration where things are happening that shouldn't be happening. Status Quo are taking full advantage of that right now. Would like to finish it off in full.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. It feels like things are not as perfect as they should be for Tribe.